COVID cases continue to explode in Uttar Pradesh for the 6th straight day. The state has now recorded over 30,000 fresh infections in a day's time. In last 24 hours, UP witnessed 32,993 new cases, out of which over 4,400 are just in the capital, Lucknow. What turns out to be a big concern is the increasing death toll. Total 265 deaths were reported in just the last 24 hours, which is the highest single-day toll. Meanwhile, there is massive outrage over CMO officials threatening relatives of COVID patients seeking remdesivir in Noida. CMO officials can be seen threatening the kin with jail if they return to the office once again. No hospitals, no hospital beds there, no oxygen cylinders, crumbling infrastructure. Uttar Pradesh seems to be out of order completely, but the Yogi Adityanath government continues to be in denial. While the state is now turning into a new hotspot, government's claims are quite different. Let's take a look at the ground reality.
जो ये कृत्रिम अभाव पैदा करने का प्रयास किया जा रहा है, ना बेड्स की कमी है, ना ऑक्सीजन की कमी है, ना रेमडेसिविर की कमी या किसी अन्य जीवन रक्षक दवा की भी कमी नहीं है.
It's a nightmare for people looking for beds.
मारुति 800 में वो लोग दो सिलेंडर ऑक्सीजन के किसी तरीके से मैनेज करके ऑक्सीमीटर लगा करके ड्रिप चढ़ा करके लेकर के आए हैं, क्योंकि अस्पतालों में भर्ती नहीं कर रहे हैं. और ये आलम कई ऐसे मरीजों का है जो भटक रहे हैं, जबकि सरकार दावा कर रही है कि उन्होंने इतने इंतजाम कर रखे हैं कि सरकारी तो दूर प्राइवेट भी एडमिशन से मना नहीं कर सकता. लेकिन जमीन पे हालत ये है कि परिवार हाथ जोड़ रहा है, मरीज आगे सीट पर पड़ा हुआ है, ऑक्सीजन लगा करके पड़ा हुआ है, बावजूद इसके कोई सुनवाई नहीं हो रही है.
Hospitals are fast running out of oxygen.
सारे कोविड हॉस्पिटल फुल होने के नाते हम कोई भी कोविड पॉजिटिव भर्ती नहीं कर सकते. This hospital has 80 bed for the COVID patients and all are fully occupied. There is no bed for the patients. So if anyone is in dire need, critical, cannot get even bed here nor the oxygens, as even they all are running off their stock and there is no assurance of further supply. That's the situation on ground in Meerut.
But Uttar Pradesh government is in denial mode. Sample this. The Chief Minister in his address on Monday denied any oxygen shortage, whereas India Today found a hospital in Meerut asking patients to move elsewhere due to non-availability of oxygen.
ऑक्सीजन की क्राइसिस दिल्ली के अंदर है, यूपी के अंदर ना के बराबर है.
The situation in Meerut is so grim that even hospitals have completely given up. At Newtimore Hospital in Meerut, the notice has been pasted here. We are not getting oxygen supply from the suppliers. Hence, we are requesting family members of those patients who are on oxygen support, please take their patients to other hospitals for further treatment.
Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath also claimed there is no shortage of beds, when every single day reports are emerging from the state showing people struggling to find beds.
ना बेड्स की कमी है, ना ऑक्सीजन की कमी है, ना रेमडेसिविर की कमी या किसी अन्य जीवन रक्षक दवा की भी कमी नहीं है. ये कृत्रिम अभाव दिखाने का कुछ लोगों के द्वारा प्रयास और उसके माध्यम से अफवाह पैदा करके भगदड़ की स्थिति, क्योंकि जिन लोगों को प्रदेश में अव्यवस्था अराजकता पैदा करने का अवसर नहीं मिला.
आप हकीकत देखिए कि उसी कोविड कमांड सेंटर के बाहर जो इस मदद के लिए बनाया गया है, उसके बाहर क्या नजारा. ये तमाम लोग खड़े हुए हैं जिनके परिजन भर्ती होने के लिए इंतजार कर रहे हैं. क्रिटिकल है, कोई बेहद गंभीर है. आप देखिए एक छोटी सी गाड़ी मारुति 800 में वो लोग दो सिलेंडर ऑक्सीजन के किसी तरीके से मैनेज करके ऑक्सीमीटर लगा करके ड्रिप चढ़ा करके लेकर के आए हैं, क्योंकि अस्पतालों में भर्ती नहीं कर रहे हैं. और ये आलम कई ऐसे मरीजों का है जो भटक रहे हैं, जबकि सरकार दावा कर रही है कि उन्होंने इतने इंतजाम कर रखे हैं कि सरकारी तो दूर प्राइवेट भी एडमिशन से मना नहीं कर सकता.
While Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath claimed there is no crisis and rumors are being circulated to create panic, his own party colleague and MP Kaushal Kishore highlighted the hardship faced by people.
ये चीजें कुछ लोग जानबूझ करके शरारतन स्थिति को पैनिक बनाने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं और उसके माध्यम से अफवाह फैला करके एक नकारात्मकता पैदा करने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं.
मैं प्रशासन को अवगत कराना चाहता हूं कि लखनऊ में ऑक्सीजन की बड़ी किल्लत है. जो लोग घरों के अंदर क्वारंटाइन हैं, आइसोलेट हैं, उनको ऑक्सीजन समय से मिलती रहेगी तो उनकी जान निश्चित तरीके से बच जाएगी और अस्पतालों पर भी बोझ कम रहेगा। लेकिन ऑक्सीजन रिफिलिंग प्लांट पर लोग दिन भर रात भर खड़े रहते हैं, उसके बावजूद भी तमाम लोगों को ऑक्सीजन नहीं मिल पा रही है, लोगों की जान जा रही है। ये जिम्मेदारी हमारी, आपकी, सबकी बनती है कि हम लोगों को ऑक्सीजन मुहैया कराएं।
Opposition Congress was quick to highlight the worsening situation. Priyanka Gandhi wrote to Chief Minister Yogi suggesting steps to tackle the crisis. Priyanka sought boosting of RT-PCR tests and cash support for poor and migrant labourers, sprucing up oxygen supply and a financial economic package for healthcare workers. Priyanka alleged true infection figures are not being reported and rampant black marketing of oxygen and life-saving medicines.
मैंने आपके बयान के बाद कम से कम 20 जिलों में बात की उत्तर प्रदेश को लिए। चले जाइए किसी अस्पताल में, जिले अस्पताल में या किसी अस्पताल पे बिना बताए कि आप मुख्यमंत्री हैं, आपको असलियत खुद पता लग जाएगी। मेहरबानी करके ज्यादा से ज्यादा ऑक्सीजन उपलब्ध कराइए, दवाएं उपलब्ध कराइए और किसी तरह से मानवता को बचाइए।
Can Yogi Adityanath fight the massive surge in cases and ensure bed and oxygen for all in the state? With Abhishek Mishra and Shrivendra Srivastav in Lucknow and Ashutosh Mishra in Meerut, Bureau Report, India Today.
Delhi is also struggling to meet its oxygen and hospital bed requirement amid unending daily COVID surge. Coming down heavy on handling of the crisis here by the Kejriwal government, the Delhi High Court has asked the state authorities to mend ways or let the centre take control over Delhi. This comes as the city witnesses ugly scenes of doctors being attacked by angry relatives of COVID victims. Nalini Sharma brings us this report.
Anger over Delhi's COVID emergency spills over. This is Indraprastha Apollo Hospital in Sarita Vihar, where the families of patients went on a rampage over the non-availability of ICU beds. Doctors and nurses, the frontline warriors against coronavirus, became victims of the fury. Across the national capital, stories of misery, pain, helplessness are playing out. Delhi is out of hospital beds, almost out of ICU beds and ventilators, and is struggling to fix oxygen supplies. A 500-bed COVID care facility opened by the ITBP is fully occupied in just a day. The shortage is such, COVID-19 patients are fleeing the capital to neighboring states in order to get ICU beds.
दिल्ली में इतनी बुरी हालत है, किसी भी हॉस्पिटल में एक बेड तक नहीं है। मेरे फादर की हालत इतनी बुरी थी, ऑक्सीजन लेवल बहुत कम जा रहा था, लेकिन उन लोगों ने बेड तक नहीं दिया, जिस वजह से हमें रातों रात एम्बुलेंस करके इधर आना पड़ा किसी के थ्रू।
While the oxygen crisis continues unresolved, help is coming. Delhi received its first oxygen express. Indian Railways have ferried 70 metric tons of the life-saving gas from Chhattisgarh. Meanwhile, the ruling Aam Aadmi Party faced some tough questions in the High Court on Tuesday. The High Court pulled up the Delhi government saying, if you are not able to manage your house, tell us. We will ask the central government to take over immediately. It has also taken serious note of the state government's decision to convert Ashoka Hotel into a COVID facility for judges. Amid rising cases in Delhi, testing and vaccination figures have dropped by 50% from the level 15 days ago. It's not clear if these are down due to any shortage of vaccines and testing kits. Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, with hospital bursting at seams in the national capital, Delhi patients are travelling to neighbouring Punjab to seek treatment there. Hospitals in Punjab have been witnessing an increasing load of patients from outside the state, but with patients coming in large numbers, Punjab hospitals are also now beginning to face an oxygen as well as a bed shortage. Here's our ground report.
And Bhavna are siblings who live in Delhi, but they have travelled all the way to Mohali in Punjab to get their father treated. Harsh, an undergraduate student in Delhi University, talks of the family's harrowing experience in Delhi.
दिल्ली में तो बुरा हाल है वहाँ पे तो यहाँ पे मेरे थोड़े रिलेटिव्स थे तो उनसे फिर बात करके ऑक्सीजन की कमी है नहीं यहाँ पे सारी इंक्वायरी करके फिर यहाँ पे किया एडमिट किया फिर।
और लाए कैसे प्राइवेट गाड़ी से?
नहीं एम्बुलेंस से।
और क्या हालत है आपकी?
अब ठीक है थोड़ी।
क्योंकि दिल्ली में इतनी बुरी हालत है, किसी भी हॉस्पिटल में जगह एक बेड तक नहीं है। मेरे फादर की हालत इतनी बुरी थी, ऑक्सीजन लेवल बहुत कम जा रहा था, लेकिन उन लोगों ने बेड तक नहीं दिया, जिस वजह से हमें रातों रात एम्बुलेंस करके इधर आना पड़ा किसी के थ्रू। RT-PCR टेस्ट कराया, उनका पहले नेगेटिव आया, तो हम किस पे रिलाई करें फिर, किन रिपोर्ट्स पे रिलाई करें?
उनको सिम्टम्स
आ रहे थे। इवन मेरा भाई और हम तीनों ही एक घर में रह रहे हैं। वो पॉजिटिव है, मैं नेगेटिव हूँ। डैडी की रिपोर्ट नेगेटिव आई पहले, फिर हमने प्राइवेट में जाके करवाया टेस्ट, वहाँ पे पॉजिटिव है।
Punjab hospitals are seeing an increasing load from outside the state.
If beds are available, we are refusing nobody. We are taking pandemic as a concept of one nation and we have to fight it collectively. But situation in Punjab till date is pretty under control and we are able to provide beds to each and every patient.
A few kilometers outside Patiala, Alok Sharma and his wife wait outside a private hospital. They too have come all the way from Delhi. But not everything is smooth in Punjab hospitals either.
पूरा ग्रॉस मिसमैनेजमेंट है। यहाँ पर हम पेशेंट को लेके आए, हमसे 1 लाख रुपए एडवांस लिया इन्होंने कि आप पहले पेशेंट को लेके आए, 1 लाख रुपए एडवांस दीजिए। दिल्ली से बहुत पेशेंट आए हैं जी, दिल्ली से गुड़गांव से बहुत पेशेंट आए हैं। कमर्शियल बना रखा है इन्होंने, सबसे पैसे ले रहे हैं और एडमिशन दे रहे हैं। जो लोकल आ रहे हैं उनको ये मना कर रहे हैं।
Punjab hospitals are also facing oxygen shortage and battling to cope with the increasing number of serious patients.
ऐसे क्या कहते हैं कि आप लोग कोविड पेशेंट के पास में जाएंगे। जब हम अंदर गए तो फिर वहाँ पर जाके देखा इतनी ज्यादा मैस है, इतनी ज्यादा गंदगी है। प्राइवेट रूम में उनसे खाना नहीं खाया गया, खाना बिखरा हुआ है।
But desperation is driving people to travel long distances to another state in the hope that they will get the treatment they are looking for.
Amid shortage of oxygen in Delhi, several of those patients and their kin are making an exodus to Chandigarh and Punjab. For now, they're barely making it, especially for local people as well as those coming from other states. But this could be crisis in waiting if this oxygen problem is not resolved. With camera person Sachin Chandok, this is Kamaljeet Sandhu in Chandigarh for India Today.
Now, in a devastating incident from Visakhapatnam, a mother helplessly watched her 1-year-old die. Her son died in an ambulance since he could not be admitted to the hospital in time. Parents tried their best for treatment at King George Hospital, but hospital authorities denied admission due to non-availability of beds. The infant was COVID positive and struggled for an hour in the ambulance outside before he passed away. Now, a day after Prime Minister Modi met Chief of Defence Staff General Bipin Rawat, the armed forces have now stepped up efforts on war footing to mitigate the COVID-19 crisis across India. So far, Air Force has lifted about 14 oxygen tankers from abroad and, as we speak, is engaged in shuttles from at least 7 cities across the country to airlift cryogenic oxygen containers. Not only Air Force, Navy too has been put on standby to bring oxygen tankers from Gulf and nearby Southeast Asian countries. Meanwhile, Western Army Command has assured Punjab government that they would depute medical personnel in districts with large numbers of cases. A 100-bed facility for COVID patients would be set up at Mohali, which would be manned by personnel from Western Command and jointly run by the Civil Aviation as well as the Army. Now, a day after Madras High Court blamed Election Commission for raging the second wave, the poll panel has banned all victory processions on or after the counting of votes on the 2nd of May across 4 states and Puducherry. Let's take a listen at this report.
Images that will likely trigger and unsettle you today. Images, may we just remind you, that played out just days ago. As India battles the brutal second wave, these images are now a horror story. And now, just before the finish line of 2021's ferocious election season, the Election Commission has made its first solid COVID decision, banning all victory processions on or after the results day on May the 2nd. And warning that no more than 2 people will be allowed to accompany winning candidates.
Amidst heavy criticism from a lot of sectors, the Election Commission of India banned all public road shows, rallies and padyatras of every political party as the cases of corona kept rising in West Bengal, which is still ready to see one more phase, or rather the last phase of its 8-phased election in West Bengal on the 29th of April.
The Election Commission's ban on big Vijay Yatras in the 5 assembly elections comes a day after the poll panel was subjected to the most scathing reprimand from the Madras High Court.
Madras High Court slammed the Election Commission over COVID-19 second wave, holding it singularly responsible for the spread, calling it the most irresponsible institution, and even saying that its officials may be tried under murder charges.
The Election Commission stirring into action comes at a time when both West Bengal and Tamil Nadu have posted record COVID case spikes, their highest ever in the pandemic and still rising. While the damage done by rally crowds is still being measured and assessed, the Election Commission's ban on Vijay Yatras is an obvious stricture, especially when you consider what victory processions have looked like in this country. So come the 2nd of May, unless our netas decide to disobey the Election Commission, it's going to be a quiet day on the streets. Imagine that. Bureau Report, India Today.
Royal Challengers Bangalore prevail in the last ball thriller to beat Delhi Capitals by a solitary run. Delhi failed to cross the finish line despite Rishabh Pant and Hetmeyer's unbeaten half-centuries.
Shot down.
Once again, a bright start, but Virat Kohli handed Delhi their first breakthrough.
And he's got a huge wicket. And Chinner, back-to-back blows. And
next ball, Virat's opening partner Devdutt Padikkal also joined him in the dugout.
Devdutt Padikkal, back-to-back for the Delhi Capitals.
Patel, Jadeja. Goes again.
Maxwell chanced his arms a couple of times and got the desired results, but one more attempt and Amit Mishra had the last laugh.
Steve Smith takes the catch. Amit Mishra, and he's got a huge one. Beak once again straight.
AB de Villiers, however, once again made the difference. The South African recruit began slowly before he exploded in the final few overs.
On cue, AB de Villiers.
What his job?
De Villiers belted Stoinis for 23 runs in the last over to finish at an unbeaten 75, setting Delhi a 172-run target.
Offside this time for 6 more. One of the 2 fielders is going to take it. Yes, it is. Yuzvendra Chahal. There were 2 kept there specifically for that shot. 1 deep backward square. Oh, well, good.
In reply, Delhi Capitals lost Dhawan and Smith early before Prithvi Shaw also walked back in the 8th over.
Ooh, what a strange piece of cricket, but AB was absolutely convinced it was a nick. Oh, what a good sound. What a good sound that is.
It was now left to Rishabh Pant, who had a 45-run stand with Marcus Stoinis before the Aussie all-rounder departed.
Harshad Patel's having another good day. He's taken another wicket.
Delhi needed 46 of the last 3 overs with Pant and Hetmeyer at the crease.
Slower ball punished. Leg side for 4 more.
Hetmeyer blasted Jamieson for 21 in the 18th over and raised his 50 of 23 deliveries.
That'll go to... This is Real muscle back.
14 needed of the last over and then 10 of the last 2 deliveries, but Pant could manage only 8 as Delhi lost the match by a solitary run.
Gets the 4, but that's not enough. They needed 6. I've never seen a boundary being celebrated so wildly by the fielding side.
Sports Bureau, India Today.
Myers down on his knees. Rishabh Pant is not celebrating.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.